Oh boy, Skyrim is back yet again, and with another edition, we've had Skyrim, Skyrim VR, Skyrim Special Edition, Skyrim Portable on the Switch, and now we have Skyrim Anniversary Edition coming on November 11th. When I first heard this news, I stomped my foot down and said, no more! And now, of course, looking at the content that we'll be getting, I find myself once again saying, how much, Bethesda, how much of my money do you want this time? Because this content themed on Morrowind and Oblivion, I mean, and more than just that too, I just can't help myself but to dive in and raw my wallet again. Today, let's talk about all the new content coming to this edition, as well as the kinda new, but you could have paid to have it in your special edition of Skyrim, and some of this, I swear, I played as free mods on my regular edition of Skyrim. But anyway, let's hear from our sponsor, and then let's get going. Before we begin, I want to give a major shout out to the members of Napalm. I could not do this without you. You are the sponsors of this channel, and I thank you for your contribution, allowing me to keep making videos on MMOs, RPGs, and of course, puppets. If you are interested in becoming a member of Napalm, please click the join button down below. It is greatly appreciated. And a very special shout out to the Lords of Napalm, Bounty Code, We Tote Bitcoins, Jared Woodhouse, and Daimlos. Thank you for your highest tier membership. First up, if you already own the Skyrim Special Edition, then you will receive 4 free creations or additions to your game, no extra cost at all. These are the Saints and Seducers. This adds 2 additional storylines and a slew of side quests, along with new armor sets, weapons, enemies, and more. Now, when I say new, I mean new if you hadn't already purchased this pack when it launched, actually back in 2019. In any case, this is a rather beefy content upgrade. The second freebie for Skyrim Special Edition owners is Rare Curios. This adds the Skyrim's Khajiit caravans to the game, where they sell some unique items and allow you to make special potions, arrows, and poisons. The third freebie for Skyrim Special Edition owners is Survival Mode. Now this one, I swear I played as a free mod on my regular edition Skyrim a very long time ago, but I have forgot about it, and it is a very fun way to play Skyrim, where weather matters, you gotta bundle up and stay warm, you have to hunt for food and cook it, you have to sleep and find shelter. It's actually a ton of fun to have these new challenges on top of trying to play the game with all its normal features, and I highly recommend playing it this way. It really is something super special. Now the fourth and final freebie for Skyrim Special Edition owners is fishing. Now this is a big one for many, and I would be a liar if I didn't say I'm pretty excited to fish in Skyrim 2. I'll be playing the survival mode as I said earlier, so fishing will be a huge way how I eat in the game. There are 20 unique species of fish being added to the game you can catch with your pole. Please let that joke in your mind slide for me, please. You can cook the fish, you can put it in an aquarium in your home and taxidermy it and put it on the wall of your home if you wish as well. And there are fish related quests that I have a feeling, based on what they showed, that they're leading up with that mission to some sort of underwater dragon, which would be so sweet. The team also says tucked into these features is a lot of surprises. Okay, now it's time for Bethesda's favorite part of this video, the paid stuff. You'll need to properly upgrade to the Anniversary Edition at some cost that at the time of this recording, I am not sure what it is yet, but I would assume it would be between $19.99 to $29.99 to upgrade, and perhaps $39.99 to $49.99 to purchase Skyrim Anniversary Edition for the first time if you didn't already have Special Edition. But we shall see. So first of all the previously released Creation Club creations, which is just a fancy way of monetizing mods, I would like to mention, comes with it. So you get all that, which is a lot of content, plus some all new creations, such as the Ghosts of the Tribunal, where there are over a dozen new weapons and armor from the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, which has me super excited because the quest will likely involve plot lines or references to Morrowind, which is my absolute favorite Elder Scrolls of all time. And then we get the Cause, which will lead you to the Mythic Dawn, who are forming a new Oblivion Gate, new enemies, locations, and weapons, and a new mount, the Daedric Horse, which does look pretty freaking cool. And when they say new locations, obviously there'll be, new places within Skyrim, whatever. But also, what I think they actually are talking about here with new locations is, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to go through an Oblivion Gate, right? Like, pretty freaking sweet, man. And for fans of Oblivion, which I like that game too, it's just not my favorite, but I loved it. That's pretty ridiculously good news. Now, with all the previously released Creation Club at our disposal, this is indeed a pretty mega slew of content, guys. They also realize with so many additions to the game, it is kind of overwhelming for a new player when they start up and they're bombarded with all these quests. So they are now, I mean, pretty much now, you get those quests more organically from the world to start the quests, I mean, which I appreciate a lot, because the joy of Skyrim is in the exploration, and finding quests out in the wild is super fun because most of them are pretty darn good. So making the pickup for all this new content littered all over the world just makes it even more exciting to yet again explore Skyrim for like the 5 billionth time, right? They promised to talk about the next-gen optimizations coming soon, and guys, it's been a whole decade since Skyrim first launched, and that's crazy to think about, but also sad that we are still awaiting a new, proper, single-player Elder Scrolls experience after all of that time. And in the meantime, did Bethesda get you again? Are you going to be upgrading to the Anniversary Edition or even wilder? Have you never played Skyrim before and are planning on jumping in on the Anniversary Edition? Because this would be an epic way to play Skyrim for the first time. So if you haven't played it, it really is a super awesome, great RPG. I mean, it's just full of stuff. It still looks pretty good with the upgrades they did from the Special Edition. If they do upgrades into this one, because we don't really know, when they say next-gen optimizations, we don't know if they just mean for the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 as they mentioned, because the thing is the PC Special Edition already looked better than the PS4 and the whatever that Xbox was called. Xbox, I get confused. Their names are garbage. Xbox One. When we got that Special Edition, the PC looked way better, right? So for all we know, they could just be upgrading the PS5 and the Xbox Series X to look like the PC version of Special Edition. Or we could be getting some more optimizations across the board, right? Like PC still be the master race here and get that super insanely even better upgrades. But in any case, even if we don't, I've played the Special Edition a few times and it does look good. I mean, it holds up today, which is nuts because it's 10 years old and it's running on this is the last time they used this engine, right? Which they'd used in Oblivion and etc. and Fallout and all that kind of thing. So it was kind of like they pushed the engine to its absolute max for this game, and it really shows. And it's just a great game. So if you're new to Skyrim, this is an absolute must buy, right? Like there's no way they're going to charge more than $59.99, and if you don't own Skyrim, I think that's a fair price for especially with all the content they're slapping on here that has gathered up and been made over the years. But in any case, what's your Skyrim story and feelings and takes on this? Please let me know in the comments down below. Also, please leave me a like. It really helps me a ton. You just have no idea when you guys like this video how much that helps me. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We do cover all RPG content, MMOs, JRPGs, CRPGs, all the RPGs, including tabletop RPGs. Lots of new content coming from that. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming.